Hi, this is Phil, Dirty Drive Away. Another video full of surprises. Burning questions, as I'm sure everybody has. Decking. So it's been here in the UK. We've had a bit of a shit start to our spring summer. It's been a bit moody. We've had several weeks of pretty shit weather. So finally, we have some semi-nice weather, but let's just say you're taking advantage of a gap in the weather. You want to get out there and you want to oil your deck. Clean it, oil it, whatever. So, burning questions that people ask. Asking yourself, mulling over in your head. If I apply this decking oil, what's going to happen if it starts raining? Because obviously, that's the pisser in anyone's pudding. Sealing, oiling, raining. They don't always mix. So, little experiment we're going to try today. I've got two pieces of very spuriously cut deck board. Smooth, grooved. We're going to use the smooth bit for this little experiment. And I have some leftover light oak Barotine decking oil. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat these two pieces just with a trusty rag and yeah, give it a coat, and then we're going to simulate some rain. It's a little bit moody at the moment. I can feel it a little bit misty in the air, but it's not raining as such yet. So you've been taking advantage of the lovely weather. You've decided it's time. You're going to oil your deck. So let's put a bit more than that on. I don't really want to soak my my paint tray. This is not normally the way you put decking oil on. So there's one. Oh, a bit too much there. Let's cover the grass as well. And two. Let's just see if we can really get some on there. There we go. Get it on there, as you would your brush. Nice coat. Let's do the same on this one. Right. So you've put your decking oil on. Lovely. I'm going to pop this one to the side. So you've got your decking oil down. And then 10 minutes or so after you've finished putting your decking oil down, what happens? God decides it needs a little bit of precipitation. So it starts to rain. Just not with that. Here we go. Oh, a bit of precipitation there. You're thinking, oh shit. Let's give this a bloody good soak in. I wouldn't normally recommend this. So your deck board's now wet. You've just applied your oil. Your decking's wet. Now you're thinking, you've bollocksed it up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to leave that there. That piece there, I'm going to leave for about 2 hours and then do the same thing and see if the time frame between it being fresh or between 2 hours of it allowing to sit will make any difference to the finish once it's dried. So I'm going to get rid of this piece. I'm going to leave that piece there, and I'm going to put that piece, where should I put it? I'm going to put it over there underneath up the side alley, because it's dry up there. We know that's wet. Try and let that dry out. Put that in the same place. I'll do that piece in 2 hours time and see if the time frame makes any difference to the finish of the deck board. As you can see, we've got a bit of grass on there. So we shall plonk these out of the way It's about 2:15. We'll come back at about 4:15 and check how they're getting on. Revisit. It's now 4:15, and the one we gave a good soaking to was one with the grass on it, and there is no discernible difference on there whatsoever. This one was the one that we applied it. Let's have a look. It's dry to the touch. Now let's give them another bloody good soaking. So that one was wet straight away. This one hasn't been wet. Let's actually go for it. Let's proper downpour. Right, that's good old hosing. Right, let's leave them out in the sunshine and see what happens. I'm going to leave them overnight, come back tomorrow and see if it's made any difference to what the finish will be. We'll try and rub it with a cloth tomorrow and see if it's actually adhered. So yeah, let's check back tomorrow when it's all dried. Right, following day. And it absolutely pissed it down last night. In fairness, this wood has probably not been dry since I wet it yesterday. You can still see the one here on the right is still a bit damp. I say it pissed down all night. So yeah, so this was the one that we put, where I put the oil on and then wet it straight away. Let's see if we give it a rub. You may get a little bit of residue, but it shouldn't take any of the colouring off the wood. Oh, there, nothing. Paper is dry and clean. So there doesn't appear to be any kind of, well, you can perhaps see some very, very faint spots if you look at it in a certain way. Obviously where the rain and the water probably may have beaded on there and dried. But nothing that's not passable. It's certainly not ruined. And this one, we applied the water after 2 hours. This one's still wet. Let's just give it a rub. So again, nothing really on there. Obviously this is after the first coat, so if you're going to apply a second coat to this, that will probably blend it in anyway. But you know, to the naked eye, unless you get right up close, you are not going to see any discernible issues with that at all. I don't know if I've got any water left in this hose. Let's just see. Come on, hose. So you can still see it's beading up lovely. So the water beading is still there, as it should be. Wipe that off. Again, clear. So there you go. So the answer to that question, if it rains after I've applied my oil, will it affect it? Well, from that little experiment and that little test, I would say no. Obviously, different oils may react differently. That is a mid-range oil. Obviously, they do say don't get them wet for at least, what's the rainproofing time? I think it's around 12 to 24 hours after application, which in this country is pretty bloody hard. But as you can see, we put water on that straight after oiling it, and it has made no difference to the finish. Obviously it's wet on the side because it's sat on wet grass, but the finish on that I'll be more than happy with. This was actually wet this morning when I come out here, and the grass is still damp. It's still wet to the touch, so it has been raining on and off. So yeah, second coat on that and that'll be absolutely perfect. So if it does rain after applying your first coat, I wouldn't worry. Right, that's it. that's that little experiment finished. That's answered a question for myself anyway. So don't be too worried if it does rain after applying the first coat of oil. Right, that's it. That's all from me. Happy cleaning. Bye for now.